Hey everybody, the greatest goblin that ever lived is here for a comic book review for the week of Back to the Future Day, the week of October 21st, 2015. And here we are sometime later. Now the future is part of the past. Yeah, once again I'm a little bit late, but you know what? Shit happens. Working overtime. Yeah, I try to do what I can. And before I get started, I want to give a special shout out to my bro, TheMtVernonKid. I want to thank him for all those Marvel codes that he sent me for the Marvel books that I can't afford to add to my collection. And I've read Invincible Iron Man and Doctor Strange so far, and as soon as I get a chance to, I'll try and review those for my Blugoblin X channel, as well as the other books that he has been sending me. Got a pile here to cover. Some Independents, one Marvel book, and the rest are from DC. So we're going to start with an indie, go through Marvel, run through DC, and end with Independent. We're going to start with Dark Circle Comics, and I can't believe this book finally came out. We're going to start with The Shield, #1. It seemed like it was taking forever for this series to finally get started and finally ship out. Now that I am constantly go through the previews catalogs, it's like, okay, this title looks good. This title looks good. I want to try this one. This title was advertised and then canceled and then advertised again and then canceled again. It was advertised and canceled, and now it's finally here. And I gotta say, was this worth all the bullshit and frustration that I had to go through in order to finally get this? Kind of. Look, I gotta call it like I see it. Really, you have us wait nearly a year, Dark Circle, which I think is a subsidiary of Archie Comics. You have us wait this long, you finally give us this book, and this is the best you can do. Okay. The book's not horrible, but, The Daughter of the Revolution. Apparently this is another one of those stories where the main character is someone who goes through constant reincarnation. That's how it looks so far. Who knows how the storyline is going to play out. But the Daughter of the Revolution, how very appropriate that it's called that, because we start at 1776, the Revolutionary War. We find out a lot of things about this girl. She's very athletic, very strong, very intelligent, and she's very loyal, sort of. But then we cut to the present day. She has no memories of who she was. She's like, I don't know who I was. And little by little, she gets some reminders as to who she really is. And near the end of the book, she's kind of got this whole, oh yeah, I remember now. This was all right. This was all right. Not bad. But I guess I kind of got my hopes up and my anticipation up a little too much, and it kind of left me feeling a tad disappointed. But the book wasn't horrible. It was a decent start, and who knows, it might get better over time. So there you go. The Shield #1, a good read, but I don't know. My anticipation for it kind of hurts it a little bit. So I'll be nice and I'll give it a 3. Going to the one Marvel book I got. The Amazing Spider-Man #2. Or for those of you keeping score like I do with old Webhead, this is Amazing Spider-Man number 720. First of all, I gotta say, I am loving these Alex Ross covers. Y'all can keep your variants. You give me an Alex Ross cover with Spidey, sold. This was pretty good. I'm still not 100% sold on Peter being a low-budget Tony Stark. I'm still not 100% sold on it, but I'll give Marvel credit. It's a step in a different direction. You're going away from the norm. You're going away from the safe way. You're going away from the predictableness that this character is used to having. And I'm okay. So he and the Prowler are going out to reclaim some stolen tech from Parker Industries. And it's like the tech that was stolen, it's kind of like it's technology that's sold to the public to give you, it's basically a spider tracer for civilians. And he's like, we need this technology back, and AIM has gotten a hold of it, and they're going in, Spidey and the Prowler are going in to collect back what belongs to Peter. And that's pretty much it. Good dialogue, good action, decent plot, but then we got to the end of the book with a familiar face, and then there's a big reveal, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give anything away. I don't even want to give away any hints. The ending of this book was damn good, damn gripping. I liked it. The rest of the stuff with Spidey and the Prowler, like I said, it was alright. It's alright. Y'all know how much it pains me to talk about a Spider-Man book and just go, it was alright. But with a great ending, it was alright, it's good enough for me. A pretty decent read. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 3.5. Alright, going to DC. Starting off with Martian Manhunter number 5. Look, we got Rob Williams on the writing, and Eddie Barrows on the artwork. Look, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just not feeling this. I really am not. Rob Williams has done such great writing for other titles in other companies, but with Martian Manhunter, I just don't feel it. I really don't. It's like, it seems, John Jones, when he blew himself up, he basically split himself into several different entities. One of them's a psycho, one of them's, a Boy Scout, one of them's an old man, one of them is a woman who wants to kiss Aquaman. That was really weird. It's like, hey, Aquaman, you technically just made out with the Martian Manhunter. Try to sleep at night after that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there was some good artwork in here. Do not get me wrong. There was some really good artwork. By far the most interesting character in this storyline right now is still Mr. Biscuits, and he is just one weird looking motherfucker. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the ending was kind of, the ending was kind of good, but the rest of the stuff, I was just, I don't hate the series. I have great respect for the Martian Manhunter. I've always had great respect for John Jones. But this is just feels kind of average. Even the cliffhanger style ending at the end of the issue doesn't really help it that much. So I'm sorry, it just comes off as an average read at best. I give it a 2.5. And no, this did not make Pick of the Week despite what you may think because of who wrote it. So I'm not that predictable. Secret 6, number 7. Y'all know who writes this. Gail Simone. But no, this did not make Pick of the Week. There was another title that came out this particular week that, had that not came out, then yes, this could have been Pick of the Week. Could have been. But this is an issue that focuses heavily on Black Alice. Now, why the hell we switched focus off Riddler and Scandal Savage and all that stuff, I don't know. Who knows where they're going with this. But, the stuff with Black Alice and Big Shot, I mean, okay, look, I know I'm not spoiling anything, but I still feel kind of hesitant to tell you. I think it's well known who Big Shot really is. It's Ralph Dibny, the former elongated man. Yeah, when it was revealed that Big Shot was indeed the new 5'2" version of Ralph Dibny, I was like, different. Okay. But, you know, it's like all the beings of magic are coming together and meeting and saying that something is siphoning off magic, something is killing magic, and they have to find out who it is or what's doing it and all that stuff. And it all leads up to Black Alice. We get a really good fight scene with Mr. Dibney, and he's trying to protect little Black Alice. But then, oh wow, the rest of the stuff in here is just really good. But oh man, I got to see Blue Devil in this issue. Blue Devil makes an appearance, and man, I haven't seen that son of a bitch in years. It's good to see him again. Cheetah makes an appearance in here. I mean, this was a good issue, but that ending with Alice, oh man, I can't say anything. This was good. I mean, this was really good. There were parts of it that, it's like, you get some action, pause for a minute for some storytelling, get some more action, pause for a little bit with some storytelling, and then you get to the big ending. This is something where you get action, pause, action. This is something, this was done right, and I thought Gail did a great job. And of course, Mr. Eaglesham, always love your artwork. This is good stuff. Really recommend picking up this issue. Hell, I recommend picking up this series. This was good. Not the strongest issue out of the series, but still an issue I think is well worth your time. This was a great read. I personally enjoyed it. I give it a 4. Ending DC off with Wonder Woman number 45. Finch and Finch. They give you stories, and sometimes they make you scratch your head. Goddamn train. Sorry for the train noise in the background. But yeah, Finch and Finch. Look. I get it. You're wanting to play off of Wonder Woman's loving sympathy aspect to her character. I get it. But I'm sorry. I just don't like seeing Diana taking an ass whooping from a character that I don't really give two fucks about, and she still is trying to talk to the kid. I'm sorry. This kid Aegeus, in the beginning of the issue, starts smacking her around. And I'm not bullshitting. He's just walloping on Diana, and Diana just won't fight back. She just keeps on insisting that they talk. What? Wonder Woman, Amazon Princess, God of fucking War, is getting smacked around by a pissant, and she wants to talk. Bull fucking shit. Whatever. The stuff with Donna Troy was much better than what was going on with Diana, and oh, wouldn't you know it, Diana's the fucking star of the series. Wonder Woman. And here you have Wonder Girl and Donna Troy being developed a little bit better. What the fuck? What the fuck? Then again, that's just me. There was some decent moments in here, but the stuff with Donna was clearly the best stuff in the book. And my God, what happens with Donna was just captured me. It was that good. And then we get back to the stuff with Diana, and then the cliffhanger at the end. I'm like, if the build between all these characters that Diana's interacting with were done better, I would care more about the cliffhanger. But the way the Diana's being portrayed in here, and the fact that Donna's got more captivating storytelling right now, the cliffhanger just kind of went, and I'm like, I just didn't feel anything. I didn't care. I wanted to know what was going on with Donna. I was more interested in what was going on with Donna, considering what she goes through in this particular issue. It is what it is. I give it a 3. We're going to IDW to finish this off. We're starting with What a Coincidence. Back to the Future, #1. What a coincidence that this book came out on Back to the Future Day. Bob Gale. Where have I heard that name before? Oh yeah, he wrote the damn movie. I ain't gonna lie. I was disappointed with this because, you know, we were promised alternate timelines, and, you know, I thought going into this, we're basically getting like a what if Back to the Future. Is like, I thought we were going to, it's like, okay, I was expecting, you know, since the cover of the first issue is clearly focused on the first movie, I was like, okay, we're probably going to get some alternate endings or what ifs from the first movie. Like, maybe we'll get a what if George McFly never confronted Biff at the Enchantment Under Sea dance, or let's see, or what if the DeLorean didn't make it to the lightning bolt at the clock tower or some shit, or what if Doc Brown never taped up that letter that he tore up from Marty, or what if Einstein got stranded in time when they were testing the DeLorean. I thought we were going to get something like that. Instead, we get a backstory, even though the first page says Untold Tales. Okay, we got that. But alternate timelines. Where the fuck were the alternate timelines? This was basically backstory telling with Doc Brown. The first story is how Doc and Marty met, which that was decent. But then the second story concerns a young Emmett Brown being hired on. He went from a college professor to a colleague working on a specific project that I'm not going to ruin, that I'm not going to spoil. But I'm like, that was it? That's it? There is hardly any focus at all on the first movie, and I was like, wow, that kind of sucks. But despite my disappointment, that doesn't mean I hate the book. This just wasn't what I was expecting. We got the Untold Tales, yes, but where the fuck were the alternate timelines? These two stories could have easily taken place chronologically correct right before the first movie. There's no alterations to the timeline. This could have easily happened without any alterations whatsoever. Kind of defeats the purpose when you sort of kind of accidentally do some false advertising. But it wasn't a horrible book. I did enjoy it for what it gave me, even though I wanted more or wanted something a little different. But like I always say, it is what it is. This book barely gets a 3. We're ending with the pick of the week, folks. Pick of the week. Bam! My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, #35. God damn right. It seems like I jumped on board to this series at just the right time. Man, this is really good stuff. You got like an abridged retelling of the Sombra Rex story if you missed out on the Fiendship is Magic miniseries. You know, talking to the story about Radiant Hope and how she found out, you know, and more of her backstory and how she was able to find out how to rescue Sombra. And I like how her character is developed. She's misunderstood, yet at the same time she comes off a little naive. Like, she honestly believes that Sombra can be talked to, can be helped. Usually I would look at a character and go, you're naively stupid, but her reasoning is based on her friendship with Sombra, because in their childhood, Radiant Radiant Hope was literally the only friend Sombra had when they were little. Meanwhile, you got the main 6 getting their asses handed to them, and I laughed my ass off at how the villains got one over on Pinkie Pie. That was like something ripped out of Looney Tunes. That was fucking hilarious. This storyline is shaping up to be damn good. In fact, this is shaping up to be just as good, maybe even a little bit better than the ongoing cartoon right now. This is really sharp, really well done, great writing, excellent artwork, good character development, good comedy, action, drama, tension. Everything is nailed right in here. It's not perfect, but it's damn worth the money. It's damn worth the time. It's damn worth a read. This was awesome. I loved it. It gets a 4. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. I want to thank you again for joining me. Please subscribe to this channel. If you don't mind, I'd like to give another shout out to the TheMtVernonKid. Once again, welcoming him back to comic book reviews. Go check it out. As always, I have the link to his comic book review channel in the description below. Also, I want you to be aware that I need to fulfill a promise that I said I would do last time I did reviews. I need to start posting Marvel codes that I am not sharing with Chris. You know, I help him out with some Marvel codes. He helps me out with some Marvel codes. But the codes that we don't share, I will be posting on my social media pages, whether it be on my Twitter page at Blugoblin01 or at blugoblin.tumblr.com. So if you follow me on there, every once in a while I will post a Marvel digital code, and if you're lucky enough, you'll get yourself a free book. I just need to get on there and start posting these codes when I have a chance. Look for me on Pinterest, Facebook, here on YouTube, on Twitter, or on Tumblr. Don't forget Arkham Asylum Studio. As always, the link is in the description below. Check out our Bean Boozled video and have yourself a good laugh. Always, shout outs to my buds, Deadpoolzilla and Brandon Hex, and of course Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Groot, and I'll see y'all later.